pray that my network should work. I'm supposed to be doing.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Where am I? Okay, good. Hi, hi. Oh my gosh.
A lot, huh?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Getting my background. I need to download it.
Okay.
I'm always an early bird because I love to check out technology first, right?
Good for you.
I do not know why my words are backwards. Why?
What's that?
Why mine is in charge? It's turned the other way. I don't
Oh
know.
my goodness. You know
Hold on.
these things?
Oh, mine looks backward.
Yours look normal. Yours, I could read yours going across.
Oh, you can read mine? Okay.
Yeah.
I can read yours.
Yeah, I can read yours as well.
Okay,
I
I think
think
it's probably
for us it looks backwards.
Oh, okay.
Because mine looks backwards to me and yours looks backwards to you, but we can both read it.
Okay.
Let me see. I'll put it in the chat here.
Nyampu. That's a Nyampu.
Yes,
Nayor's
ma'am.
last name is Kamu. Yes?
Yes, Karmue.
Okay, great. Just to ensure that.
I am trying to change my background.
Hey,
Hello.
ooh, look the sparkly jerk. Hey.
Oh, I have to be sparkly. That's like part of my thing. I'm not sparkly. I'm not Bina.
I like it.
That's
It
the
is.
super mom see you. You know, I don't get to dress up very often, y'all. So when I do, it's like, let's be there. Oh, let me change my background. Blur
But
back.
where are you?
How do I change my background?
Like by video,
Uh,
the arrow, and then I think it's video settings. And then
Video setting, choose video filter. Hold on. Virtual.
filter, I think filter too.
Mm,
Choose video filter as well, and you could choose your background. Upload your
I know, but I want the one that you guys gave me.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for too.
I'm sorry?
See, I'm looking for that one too.
I know. I don't know why it won't let me choose my background. Usually it just pops up. 1 second. I will figure it out in just a second. I'll be right back.
Oops, sorry about that.
Pamela and Nyampu, do you want me to run your slides for you, or would you move through your slides for yourself? Would you share screen, or you want me to do that?
Great question. I'll share my own.
And I'll share my own as well.
Okay, great. Okay, no problem.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Casey.
Hello. Good to see everyone. You look all official.
I'm here. I'm just trying to get my video, my background to show the same.
Hello
Oh.
guys, I'm here. Do the same, sorry.
Yeah, no, mine's not allowing me for whatever reason. So 1 second.
Yeah, I've got the same problem actually.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll figure it out. Hey, Anna, how do I?
And Crystal, it looks like I'm on a delay as I'm watching it. Do you see a delay on your end?
No,
Okay.
as you were speaking, I was seeing your mouth moves normal. Yeah. Right.
Still figuring this out. Okay, there's like the internet thing now. All right, hold on. I did this before. Does anyone know how to do this? That can walk me through it real quick.
Do you have the actual do you have the background on your computer
Yeah.
already?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I went to my video, like in the bottom left-hand corner, and there's like a little caret
Yep.
thing, and then adjust background and effects.
Yep.
And then when you see virtual backgrounds, like the section, you
Yeah.
might see like a blue button that says add image or video.
Got it. All right. Add image.
And then you should be able to pick an image from your device.
Thank you. That was way faster. Should just done that from the beginning. Sorry. I like to make jokes.
I always have to remind myself each time too.
Ah.
There you go.
I was like, yo, does not have to be like, you know how to do it, but like when you're in like touch crime, I'm like,
Okay, Bina, one adjustment. So when you do your welcome, we just have to add the opening prayer. I did not put that on the run-up show. I forgot. All right, and that
to do a what? I'm sorry, what?
an opening prayer,
Opening prayer. Got it.
and that will be done by Nayor, and I'm gonna just put her name in the chat for you, Carmen, so you can have that information.
And this is after we do before we dive in. Here's a quick.
This is before we dive in. Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Let
you
me
very
add that into. And did you want me to do that before opening everything up? Before introducing myself?
Yes, sorry. Yes, we can do that. Yeah, we can start off first thing with the prayer, and then we jump right into these segments. Right, Harmu. The second name is it? I don't know. Spell check.
Nayor, how you spell
Car- Yes, that's the name. Carmu.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Karmue.
Right. Good.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. I apologize in advance. I did not have time to pronounce everybody's name. I was trying really hard. So I might just be first name, just so I don't butcher your last name.
Yes.
And then you can reintroduce yourselves. Just because I want to be very respectful for that.
And you have the list of the agenda. Keep going. We do have that.
Let me show you what I have because we had. I don't have sharing host. That way we can just kind of quickly. We put together my own run show so that way it's easier for me to see.
Can we make Bina a co-host?
Yes, so it's fine. Hi, Dina. I did not see you there.
You feeling better?
I just recovering, still a little bit cold, but that's okay. Thank you.
Some people coming in. Before we let anybody else in, Angela also mentioned that she was having rough weather, so we'll just, if it is that she's not here, then we would just play her. She did a recording, So I would have a recording to show. All right.
Crystal, you have that in the drive as well, all the recordings.
Yes.
And then I can just have it pulled up too, just
You
in the
see.
event you get kicked off.
Yes, everything is in the drive for you. It's shared.
Okay, perfect.
Got it?
Ye-
And I try to rename.
I
Or
don't
before I
actually.
let others in, the last towards the end, after we finished with the development, made the breakout rooms, Dr. Valencia, Angela, Niampu, Casey, if you guys could move around to those rooms, because I'm not sure Ali's not here and we don't have a representative for Australasia. So just in case persons do go into that room because they belong to those areas, you could go in and introduce and talk to them about NIC. All right. Yeah. I think that's it.
I think it for the breakout rooms too, should we are we assigning regions and then they would have to manually go in, or do we
Everybody
want
they could go into the when I do the breakout rooms, they would be able to go in for themselves. They can choose to go into the room. So if they're from Africa, they would select Africa, Americas, Caribbean, etc. So coming towards the end, I would open out the rooms right before that. Yeah, right before. All right. We're not seeing Angela as yet. Jamie's here, Mika. Nadasi is not here either.
He should be coming on soon. I just messaged him, so he should come soon.
Okay.
Apologize, guys. I think I have bad connection. All the Wi-Fi. I use the entire Wi-Fi. The other device are actually off. The funny thing is, tomorrow they come to put my fiber connection. I'm so sorry about. I may have some breaking in the sound. Just to let you know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you sound fine right now, just so you know.
I'm not seeing Neo up as yet either, so we may need a backup person to do the prayer, just in case. So if you have any volunteers, y'all can let me know.
So I sent you a message on WhatsApp regarding the recordings.
And you guys know that the break rooms are not recorded, correct?
Nambu, did you were you able to get your background? Did you need any help with that?
Thank you, Anthony. I do, but mine looks faded.
Oh no.
Mine's backwards.
All right, tell me.
It
how
might look backwards to you, but it looks like normal to us. When
Oh,
we can read
okay.
it
Just
behind you.
checking.
Yeah. Mhm.
Just checking.
Yeah. So if it looks backwards to you, then you're good. If it looks normal to you, then it might actually be backwards to us. But right now, everyone's looks good.
Just to have a little bit of fun and laugh. My husband, who's my IT person, took all 3 of my kids, so I'm a little SOL.
Don't worry, we got you here. Let's see.
Well, Bina, my cat thinks she is my producer and she is taken her position right here beside me. So I'm gonna have to try to see if I can't get her to move away just a minute.
It happens. My dog thinks he's part of the show too. It's all good. And if my
Mhm.
kids were here, they all would be on it too. Have you guys seen my lives? Like my kids are on my shows everywhere. They don't leave.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of our lives.
Yep. At least the dog is chilling right here for whatever reason, but I'm not gonna say his name, otherwise he'll pop up. Leave it there.
I don't think I'm saying 6.
Do we have a backup if Nayor does not come?
I would pray. Let me be her backup.
Thank you. And how do I pronounce your name? Nepu?
Nyepu?
Okay. Niampu.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're challenging you today, Bina.
Okay.
You got
It's
all the
okay.
names, all the names. You got this.
I
girl.
needed a dress rehearsal specifically for names. That did not
Mine
occur.
is the easiest.
So yours rhymes with mine. I cannot butcher it.
Mine is the easiest.
Yours is Dina. Like if I mess that up, we got problems. But I already apologized in advance to everybody else. I'm only saying first names, and you're gonna reintroduce yourselves. And it's okay. I just make a joke out of it. And we all turn into a fun. We just make a joke out of it. And it just turns into some fun stuff.
Exactly. It's gonna be fun, right? We're gonna show our fun side today. Hey,
And
so
just remember, if it goes wrong, blame Casey because she's the one that took you. It's not me.
I like that. I'm accustomed to that. That's good. Yes, we'll blame Casey.
And Crystal agreed, and so did Anthony.
I don't mind. I do not mind at all.
Oh man. Okay, here we go.
How does everyone feel? Is everyone okay? How are we
Yeah.
feeling? Yes, we're good. Right. I know I wanted to do a nice
Check it out.
rehearsal with everybody going through at least a two minutes of their parts, but I did not get time to do that. So I'm sorry, but I know we will do awesome today. All right. I have faith in everyone, and I just wish everyone all the best in everything. And here we go. Anybody has anything to say before?
I was just gonna
Thank
mention,
you.
yeah, thank you, everyone. There might
Thank
be
you.
moments where we, there might be moments where
you.
we spotlight you for everyone, so that might change your view as well. So don't let that disturb you once you see your face pop up on the big screen there.
Maybe. So we're gonna admit everyone now.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, showtime.
We should have some music, huh?
I know.
See, that I
Welcome,
do know how to
welcome.
do.
I can sing. Should we sing?
I know we say welcome to NIC. Have a little jingle.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome in, welcome
Yes.
in. Oh, Jeremy got some music. I love it. We're classy. Okay.
Go ahead and start.
Yes,
Thank you.
I was not what to tell you.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the part of this world. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bina Bendel, and I'm going to be your host today to kick off this amazing event. I am so thrilled to welcome everyone to the Year of the Pioneer Nurse. But first, before we start anything, we are going to do a prayer hosted by Niam. Who? My chat went away.
Let us
Niam.
pray. Thank you, Bina. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, we say thank you for this day. Thank you for the Kickstarter event. Heavenly Father, we pray that your guidance will be among us, that, Lord, everything will go great. And Father God, we'll have so much fun. And a lot of our nurses in charge and continue to support the organization's mission and visions. Father God, we say thank you for all of our guests coming, those who are already here. Be with our moderator, Bina. Father God, thank you for her spirit. Thank you for everyone joining this event. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. This year, it's all about celebrating the trailblazing spirits of nursing who are redefining what is possible in healthcare. We are here to honor your dedication, innovation, leadership, and to inspire one another to push through the boundaries. As a founder of the Nurse Coach Business School and a dedicated mom of 3 special, loving children, they all have special conditions, I have seen firsthand the power of resilience, the innovative, and the connections. And today, I am so excited to share this incredible journey with all of you to explore new possibilities together. So before we dive in, just a quick little, quick reminders. We all have to be reminded of something, right? Feel free to use the chat to share your thoughts. You guys, we're virtual. If I can't hear you or I can't see you, I can't know what you guys are talking about. So use the chat, okay? Share your thoughts, share your ideas, questions throughout the event. I will be introducing today's speakers, and I do apologize. I am learning everybody's name, so I want to apologize in advance. If I do, they're going to reintroduce themselves. And towards the end, we're going to break into regional breakout rooms, so you can really connect with other people in these regions. And lastly, take breaks as you need them. Stay hydrated. Make this your own space. So we all can agree to that? Let's welcome the CEO of Kickstarter, NIC, the amazing and beautiful Casey Pacheco.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Bina. We have a Bina, we have a Dina, so I am sorry.
All good. It's okay.
Dina, thank you for your energy. Now, I welcome everyone here today. I just really, really would like to say thank you for making time. Some of you, it's really, really early in the morning. Some of you, it's really, really late. And I'm just so grateful that you were able to make it here. I did write a speech so that I won't go off track and on a tangent, but I just want you to know, if you look around at the people who are here, it is some of the top-notch nurses from around the world. These nurses are amazing. So please, please, please don't leave here without a chance to get to know who they are, because they're very, very important people. Okay, let me go on into my speech. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our 2025 Kickstarter. I am so honored to be before you here today for the extraordinary gathering today. To our esteemed guests, valued sponsors, cherished partners, devoted members, and fellow nurses around the globe, we welcome you. To all who carry the heart and spirit of nursing in their souls, thank you for being here. So I am a hopeless visionary. Allow me to share the vision with you. Today we come together because we're drawn for something bigger than ourselves. It's a shared dream and a collective purpose. The vision I carry in my heart is one that I know resonates deeply with each and every one of you here. When I first met you and I shared the vision, some of you said, it's as though I peered into your dreams and brought it to life. But the vision does not belong to me alone. It belongs to all of us. And because we are unique and different people, the way we're going to live out this vision is going to be very different. But if you're here today, it's because some part of that vision resonates with you. And not just where we are today, but most importantly, where we're going as a group of collective international nurses. See, when I met Dr. Nyampu, and she shared her vision for this global frontline nursing community, grassroots, I was so excited, I just went into action. I had no tools, no money, no idea what I was doing, no resources, no directions, nothing. But I saw that this vision, if it was gonna come true, which it will, would require three important things. It would require nurse leaders who embody both passion and purpose. We would need opportunities to elevate the standards of our nurses, not just at home, but around the world, because the nursing profession in some countries is terribly undervalued. And so we would need nurses who would bring an elevated status to the nursing profession. Then we would also need a community of nurse entrepreneurs where they can find connection and support for their innovations and ideas. So this vision, birthed Nurses in Charge, and I really connected with the name Dr. Nyampu chose, Nurses in Charge, because it speaks to the kind of nurse who's not waiting for orders and direction, but they are identifying gaps and taking initiative to create sustainable solutions. To be a nurse in charge, really, it requires courage, resilience, innovation, and the drive to lead. Over time, I noticed we also need organization and order. So what happened? We went around the world and we assembled the most incredible team of volunteers to help build the structure of this community. And I know a lot of you regionals, we tell you, wait, because you're so passionate, you're so excited, but we needed to have good structure to support an international movement. So now we got all these beautiful people came in and they have set the structure, the foundation is set, and now it's your turn. This year, we coined it the Year of the Pioneer Nurse because a pioneer nurse is someone who steps boldly into unknown territory to create something better. It's not a slogan, it's a revolution. Just imagine a world where we celebrate and recognize nurses who look after other nurses. Just imagine a nurse looking at another nurse. Maybe they're buried under the stress of professional or personal challenges, and they ask, how are you really doing? Can I help you? 5 years after nurses around the world carried humanity through the global pandemic, it is clear that no one else plans to stop and honor us as a profession. But we, as Nurses in Charge, we see the need and we are going to honor our own profession. This movement prioritizes the well-being and prosperity of nurses globally. We are that movement. So this leads me to the other half of our vision, which is sustainability. Nurses in Charge as a nonprofit organization, we are powered currently by the generosity of volunteers who give their time and expertise. Many of the professionals who serve with us currently offer their skills and they command fees of $200 or more per hour elsewhere. Yet, they freely poured their resources and time into this community. So starting in February, Nurses in Charge will become a paid membership community. However, we have something special. Those who have already registered with us, they have stuck with us, they submitted a resume, they have been with us before our website looked sparkly, before we had any kind of structure, when we were running about and we didn't know what to do, and they showed up faithfully to all these meetings. We are so grateful to them that we are going to grant lifetime unlimited access to them as members of Nurses in Charge. So if you're with us before February, get us your resume, get us your CV, and you have lifetime access. You will not need to pay for membership. So now, to all the leaders in the room, I have a challenge for you. Now you have structure, now you have a team, now you have organization. Can you collaborate with the local hospitals, universities, and organizations to create partnerships that support your regional efforts? Can you leverage our global community to bring resources like education, immigration assistance, empowerment initiatives to your local area? Can you rally your networks to grow this community, earning a portion of membership fees to reinvest into your local chapters? This is about leveraging the power of connection. If you focus on the resources and the relationships available to you, you will find endless opportunities to build something remarkable. This year, we have a chance to bring flesh and life to the skeleton we have built. Together, we can elevate the nursing profession in ways never seen before. By nurturing relationships and fostering innovation, we can set off a chain reaction, one where nurses lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. So as we move into 2025, I ask, will you be part of this revolution? Will you embody the spirit of a pioneer nurse and turn this vision into reality? Let us together build a legacy that transforms our own profession, uplifts our communities, and redefines healthcare worldwide. Together, we are Nurses in Charge. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much from the CEO. Where are my pioneer nurses? Yes, we are here. And as all of us, as transformational nurses, we are nurses in charge. This is a great motivator for all of us to really get behind this mission. Next, we have Dr. Nipu. I'm gonna stop there for that. She is a trailblazer and advocate for nurses globally. Yes, you guys heard me correctly, globally. As the founder in Nurses in Charge Global, she has transformed healthcare across 19 nations, inspiring movements, connections, and leadership. Her work is a testament of power of faith and innovating and driving meaningful change. Let's welcome Dr. Nima Poo. Apologize.
Bina, I will not forgive you. You butchered my name. No.
I apologize in advance again, but I just want to tell you one thing. What an inspirational woman that is standing in presence of all of us. I want to first, before you go into your speech, congratulate you and really give you the honor that you need. 19 nations. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Team efforts, I would say. Bear with me as I set up my presentation, please. So last night I had a dream, as many of you may identify with this, where you know an event is coming up and you keep waking up and you think you will miss it. And in that dream, I ran over the entire time with my speech. So it won't happen today though. So let me take a time to say welcome you all. Welcome everyone. I see this Zoom platform is populated with amazing people. What a blessing to have you all. Welcome Kickstarters. And here we go. I found it. Thank you. All righty. So yes, my name is Dr. Nyepu Kemoho, founder of Nurses in Charge. My slide is faster than I can speak. Let me get started first with my inspiration for 2024. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1 verse 9. Indeed. Thank you, Lord Jesus. So as we all started this year, 2025, looking back, I could only thank God for an amazing 2024. So being asked to speak on 2024 milestones, indeed, NIC's global impact and transformative achievements are so many. And as I mentioned, if I name them all verbatim, we will be here all day. But I want to first start with giving a gratitude to the leadership in NIC. I want to give gratitude to you all who have come along with endless hours contributed to bringing NIC this far. Thank you. Thank you, Casey Pacheco, for buying the dream, picking it up and running with it. Indeed, your leadership is amazing. It speaks of itself. And we're here today to celebrate a whole lot that you have brought along, from the leadership to membership and all. So let's talk about the memorable events in 2024. We first started with burnout prevention training by Crystal Simpson. He did an amazing job on that, because indeed, I've been burnt out before. A lot of us know burnt out has become the crisis of the age, unfortunately. But that was the lunch of the year. Then we went into Nurses Week. Indeed, speaking on connecting, celebrating, and charging on our colleagues was amazing. 2024 Nurses Week was globally charged. We had our nurses showing up, presenting. They were just in our Zoom rooms, on our social media pages. We had speakers come over. It was amazing. We created a profile for 15 nurses who spoke on their inspiration coming into nursing, their commitment to staying within the field. And during this time, we reminisced, well, I would say we lamented on the losses of nursing professionals who have left the profession. And this was the time that we truly gave hope to each other to go on, to keep on keeping on with the profession, because we know it is a calling, it is a vocation. So Nurses in Charge 2024's Nurses Week, please, I beg you all to just go to our social media pages and go and just see how we celebrated Nurses in Charge, Nurses Week 2024. YouTube has so many videos. I cannot speak on all of them today. So following that, we went through the years setting up structure into the organization, leadership coming on board. Again, Casey was on fire. You can't hold this girl down. She brought on regional directors, 5 of them. So we had, actually at the time, we had 6 regional directors covering all 6 continents. If you don't call that the grace of God, I don't understand. So beyond that, we went into building chapters in other countries, impacting lives of nurses in places like Cameroon, where a reform was successful by Nurses in Charge, harmonizing with the Cameroonian government. And with that, we collaborated with our very own NDACI's organization in Cameroon. So victory upon victory throughout the year 2024. We couldn't stop. Listen, we're Nurses in Charge. We do take charge, all right? We went on to launch professional development trainings. We were blessed to have 30 professional development courses from Nurses Feed Their Youngs. Nifty, indeed, we were blessed. Beyond that, we said we cannot stop here. We did some memorandum of understandings with organizations that truly believe in our mission, believe in this movement that nurses globally need to continue to learn, continue to improve professionally. And so all of those collaborative efforts brought us so far, and I have more to tell you on it. Now you may be wondering, what is NIC Tour Liberia? This was the latter part of 2024. From October to December, we planned it and we executed successfully. NIC Tour Liberia vision was and continues to be to unveil the nursing stories, the midwives in Liberia, the healthcare sector, the untold stories of healthcare providers in the nation of Liberia, and to give them their flowers, to truly appreciate them. And truly that goes into the celebration piece. So for 30 days, Nurses in Charge toured Liberia nationwide, visiting 7 different counties, and likewise being triumphant in establishing an additional 5 chapters of Nurses in Charge Liberia, where we previously had 2 chapters established from 2023 into 2024. So currently we can say we have checked the boxes with 7 successful chapters of Nurses in Charge in Liberia. We're fully registered in the nation, recognized as a non-governmental entity, building partnership, collaborative efforts throughout the nation. In fact, Nurses in Charge is partnering with the Liberian Board of Nursing and Midwifery for professional development. Again, triumphant in all of it. Challenges came our way, but as a team, we conquered it all. So the Vision 2025, what do we do with everything we've established, achieved in the year 2024? We are moving forward. We are moving forward in the areas of the year of the pioneer nurse. And indeed, as Casey truly described who the pioneer nurse is, we need a pioneer nurse in every region around the world. Why? Because we need to nurture our colleagues. We need to continue to inspire each other. We need to connect globally. which are all the pillars of nurses in charge, by the way. So as we do these, as we carry on this vision, we definitely need to form strategic partnership and collaborative efforts. And we already have organizations, prestigious organizations like the Daisy Foundation, Outright Immigration Services, the Calandra Education, as I mentioned previously, the Liberian Board of Nursing and Midwifery, Energetic and Emerging Health Vision 2025, which is the organization established by Ndasi in Cameroon. And following that, some subject matter experts that have come on board, nursing leaders. So we need all of these individuals, we need all of these entities to come on board, as we have already signed a memorandum of understanding with these organizations and subject matter experts, not forgetting NIFTY, Nurses Feed Their Young. We know that 2025 will be brighter than 2024 because of the foundation set forth. So moving forward, we will not forget NIC Tour Africa, because this is a global movement. And this global movement truly goes to unveil all of the milestones of nurses globally, midwives globally. Why? Because the world has forgotten our contribution in some sense. We've gone through epidemics like the Ebola virus epidemic, COVID. So all of these, how the nurses thrive, how do we tell their stories? How do we give them their trophies? How do we highlight their legacy? This comes true with NIC Tour Africa. Indeed, we want to take over the world meaningfully, and we want to take over the world in connecting, celebrating, and empowering nursing professionals globally. So with that said, we know from our previous record set, as a team, we would definitely have successes in all of these. As I mentioned previously, there's the Nurses Week 2024. These were some of the faces of our very own members in Nurses in Charge, leaders as well. So indeed, we are empowering nurses, celebrating and connecting globally. So congratulations to NIC Tour. We have set the boundary. We have definitely set the foundation, not boundary. We have set the foundation for future events, for future challenges, for future triumph that we will have in the move as we unveil more cultures that embrace nursing, more cultures that have been blessed by the nursing profession. So in 2024, yes, 7 chapters in Liberia. These are our global communities, the 19 countries that were mentioned. These are the faces of Nurses in Charge globally, from Australia to Zimbabwe. So indeed, join the global movement and let's connect, celebrate, empower nursing professionals globally. You have embarked on a worthy cause, a cause that is truly moving and shaking healthcare around the world, and be at the forefront of that. This is what the Lord has told me this year. Nurses in Charge being a faith-based ministry, I don't make a move without consulting my God. So he says in 2025, see, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wastelands. Isaiah 43:19. And yes, Yes, Lord, you are doing just that. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you, everyone, for giving me the time to speak to you today. Indeed, every nurse has a story, and together we are writing the next chapter in global healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. 19 regional places across the world. That is, you call that being a pioneer. That is global. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Now I want to introduce you guys to the 5 regional directors that will be highlighting key accomplishments and regional priorities for 2025. So first, I'm going to be highlighting Africa. The regional director here her name is Nadasi, a visionary leader advancing healthcare systems in Cameroon and beyond, with groundbreaking projects like healthcare centers and a virtual reality university. Nadasi is redefining what is possible in healthcare. Let's give a warm welcome to this dynamic and forward-thinking leader.
Hello. Hello, Bina.
Hi, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure too. It's always a pleasure being back home.
So tell us, what are some of the key highlights that you've accomplished? And what are the priorities right now for 2025?
Thank you very much for asking that pertinent question. I think in the year 2024, I think we're able to establish the African chair, and we are struggling to come up with a well-defined leadership structure. And so far, we have a Zimbabwean branch, we have a branch in Uganda, we have a branch in Cameroon, we have a transitive branch in Nigeria, we have an active branch in Liberia. So I think those are some of our achievements. And then when it comes to proactive men and some tasks we have been able to achieve at the level of global policy, we have been able to amend some policies when it comes to the harmonization of nursing programs and training in Cameroon. And last year, before the end of December, we had initiated a project which seeks to generate data on the global distribution of nurses and midwives with their respective student population. And this was in an initiative to be able to have an overall idea on the global distribution of our workforces, making it easier for us to propose policy when it comes to exchange programs among among some staffing countries who seeks to engage into ethical staffing measures without draining host countries and the sending countries. So that's basically what we were doing last year, and I think this year we intend to reinforce our visibility at other national nurses associations across Africa. We equally wish to support our members with enough mentorship materials and active engagement into global health policies and global health policies development. We equally wish to get in some active partners that are going to support us nurture these persons in research research publications. And I think we are working on a journal, which I do now, if everything goes well. And I think we had a meeting the other day with the global coordinator for Daisy Award, Dr. V and I, and we were trying to see how we can secure some grants and some funds to see how we could have our nurses more engaged and their voices more heard across international levels with good labels. And we are also seeking for a concrete idea to step in with a nursing championship. So I think this year I'll be struggling to see how we can host Nurses Week with a nursing tournament, and I think I'm working on that already behind the scene. And above all, I think this year I want us to have a very, very solid team with whom we could cooperate, and then see how we could develop ourselves mutually. And I hope this year, as this year started, I've been on a cool pace because I've decided this year I would rather mentor more and talk less. So I think basically that's what I intend to do. In short, I want a team that will speak for itself at all levels. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Next, we're going to be introducing the Caribbean. From Caribbean, Amaka is transforming healthcare by blending hospitality principles with clinical expertise. As the founder of FlowMed Staffing, she is elevating patient care and supporting healthcare professionals like never before. Her philosophy and creating memorable experience in healthcare is as inspiring as it is groundbreaking. Let's welcome her. Hello.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Bina. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you are. Today in the world, as Bina says, I'm Amika Anglin. I'm the Caribbean Regional Leader. We're excited today for this extraordinary meeting, for this Kickstarter for Nurses in Charge. The Caribbean is ready to expand. We're ready to dive in. 2024, we spent a lot of time with the leaders of Nurses in Charge to ensure we have the correct structure to move forward. So now that we have the right structure in 2025, the Caribbean nursing team of Nurses in Charge is committed to advancing the organization global mission of empowering nurses to deliver equitable and sustainable healthcare. We're excited for this year, the year of the nurse pioneer. The Caribbean Regional Plan focuses on fostering innovation, capacity building, health equity, and strengthening our leadership structure. We will be identifying and onboarding nursing leadership representatives from 20 plus Caribbean islands. We will establish a systematic approach to identify and engage influential nursing leaders from each Caribbean island to represent their country in the Nurses in Charge Regional Advisory Council. These leaders will continue to develop a leadership pipeline program to train and mentor new nursing leaders, ensuring a sustainable regional leadership model. And as we identify each leader, we will be building out the team. We will be launching recruitment campaign to attract diverse talent, including young nurses, educators, researchers, all that diverse nurses to join the Nurses in Charge Caribbean team. We will also be partnering with the local nursing associations and academic institutions in the islands to identify high potential nursing students and early career nurses. Appointing a dedicated liaison in each country will help to strengthen on the ground engagement and coordination with the regional office. And of course, we cannot do that without continuous education and training. So we will be working with the team to conduct workshops and webinars on leadership, clinical advancement. And as we know, the Caribbean gets hit with quite an amount of disaster. So we want to do some disaster preparedness tailored to the unique needs of each island. We will continue to expand access to scholarship for nurses seeking advanced degrees or specialized certifications. And as we build that team, we will continue to work with the community to implement island-specific projects targeting prevalent health challenges such as diabetes, hypertension, mental and maternal health. We will provide logistical and resource support to remote islands to roll out maybe some mobile health clinics, something that we can reach the remote areas. We will be able to do so by also collaborating and strengthening our partnership with national ministries of health nursing councils, and regional organizations such as the CARICOM and the Pan American Health Organization. So as we embark on this journey for 2025, we're so excited for what we will bring to nurses in charge as the Caribbean region. The Caribbean nursing team is strategically positioned to significantly contribute to the mission of nurses in charge by focusing on leadership, team expansion, health equity, and innovative practices. By identifying key nursing leaders on each island and expanding the team's capacity, the region will enhance its impact on both the region and global healthcare system. The initiatives outlined today for 2025 will not only strengthen the nursing profession, but also contribute to building a healthier, more resilient communities across the Caribbean. So again, we're excited here at the Caribbean to participate, and we look forward to our expansion and what we will be doing in the Caribbean as nurses in charge. We are indeed taking charge. Thank you.
Yes, you are. That is so powerful. I'm really blessed to hear a lot of that. Appreciate that. Now, from America, we are thrilled to have Dr. Jamie Fieldstein, a passionate nurse leader. Hold on. A passionate nurse leader dedicated to education and anti-racism, integration in healthcare. Within 20 years of experience, she is a true champion for improving patient care and elevating nursing standards across the board. Please welcome Dr. Fieldstein.
Thank you so much, Bina. I think following Amika, I mean, certainly just to echo all of the amazing things going on in the Caribbean, and certainly I look for that for the Americas as well. My piece is a lot more around reflecting on 2024 and joining NIC and just building on the amazing education and research that we've started and bringing that forward. And really looking at the piece around adversity and how amazing nurses are. I'm really filled with such pride and anticipation for 2025. And as we take the time to really celebrate the extraordinary contributions of pioneer nurses who have truly been the bedrock of our healthcare system for so many years. We really need to look at them during those times of profound adversity. I was reflecting on the recent past, and certainly the COVID-19 pandemic tested our resolve, our compassion, and our ingenuity. Pioneer nurses emerged as the unsung heroes, stepping into the breach with unwavering courage and dedication. They faced the unknown with a steadfast commitment to care, often at a great personal risk. These nurses were not just caregivers, they were innovators, leaders, and beacons of hope. They transformed hospital wards into sanctuaries of healing and comfort, providing not only medical care, but also emotional support to patients and their families. Their resilience and adaptability were nothing short of inspirational. And so as we move into 2025, we are once again confronted with significant challenges, such as the ongoing wildfire devastation in California, a region I proudly represent. These events serve as a stark reminder of the critical role nurses play in disaster response and recovery. So in the face of such crises, nurses are often the first responders, providing essential care and support to those affected. Our ability as nurses to adapt, lead, and deliver comprehensive care in these situations emphasizes the strength and versatility of our profession. So in this year of the Pioneer Nurse, we have a unique opportunity across the globe and in my region in particular to elevate our value and position within the healthcare system. And some of the initiatives I hope to lead in the coming year, advocating for advanced training and education. So like Amika, looking at providing nurses with access to the latest knowledge and skills to handle emerging health threats and disasters, promoting leadership roles, encouraging nurses to take on leadership positions, mentoring those early career nurses, and allowing them to have influence on policy and decision making. By truly elevating our position and having a seat at the table, nurses can advocate for patient-centered care and drive positive change. Fostering innovation, supporting initiatives that allow nurses to develop and implement innovative solutions to healthcare challenges. Like I said in the beginning, using research, technology, or new care models, nurses really truly have the potential to revolutionize healthcare delivery. And finally, enhancing public awareness, highlighting the critical contributions of nurses through public campaigns and community engagement such as this one. By sharing stories of nursing excellence and impact, we can build a greater appreciation for the vital role nurses play in our society. So as we embark on this journey together, let us draw inspiration from the pioneer nurses who came before us. They have shown us that in the face of adversity, we can rise to the occasion. I call upon each and every one of you to embrace the spirit of the pioneer nurse and commit to supporting each other, advocating for our profession, and striving for excellence in all that we do. We can make 2025 a remarkable year of progress and recognition for nurses everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Next, we have from Europe, Dina, a career coach and global nursing advocate with over 21 years of experience. Dina has helped countless of nurses achieve their international career dreams through her Nurses Move program. Her dedication to ethical recruitment and her passion for innovation makes her an inspirational force of global healthcare. Welcome, Dina.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, to give me this opportunity. I have a few slides to share. If it's possible, if not, I can carry on like this. But in the meantime, I want to introduce myself. I'm Dina Paoloni. I'm an Italian nurse in the UK, and I moved in UK in 2015. So I see firsthand the challenges of international nurses face when they move abroad. So for this reason, I became a career coach for international nurses. I have joined Nurses in Charge in March, April 2024, and I've been amazed about the skills and the competency and the commitment of nurses joining the Nurses in Charge. So I wanted to join, and since April, a few days after I became the regional director of Nurses in Charge Europe, by I've collaborated in a few events. I also collaborate on a data research of nurses migration with all the other regional director. I coach several young nurses and Nurses in Charge, but as a nurse director for the region of Europe, what I wanted to do for 2025 is actually understand the various challenges the nurses in Europe faces, because our continent, rich in diversity, face complex healthcare barriers that often hold us back, and multiple language limit our understanding and collaboration. Different nursing curriculum and certification across country limits our mobility. Various scope of practice in Europe, some nations embrace nurse practitioner and prescriber right, for example, while others remain very restricted in their capability, reduce our mobility in our capacity in provide patient-centered care. And perhaps the most challenging one is deeply rooted in the bureaucracies that become synonymous with European healthcare system. But what if I told you that these challenges are actually our greatest opportunity for transformation? I see a different future for nurses in Europe and globally in 2025. Our vision for Europe is to create an unified platform where English becomes our bridge language, connective, innovative mind across borders. Academic leaders collaborate beyond national boundaries. Researchers share groundbreaking insight without hesitation. And entrepreneurs transform healthcare challenges into solutions. In Europe, we're not just looking for any nurses. We're seeking forward-thinking professionals who embrace change and innovation, think behind traditional healthcare boundaries, and are ready to challenge the status quo. and have the courage to bridge the gap between bedside nursing and institutional leadership. By 2025, we will transform European nursing through the power of intentional collaboration. At NIC Europe, we don't believe in competition. We believe in lifting each other up, as we do in Nurses in Charge globally. We support each other, we celebrate each other's victories, and we grow together. Build a community. What we wanted to do is build a community of 1,000+ visionary nurse leaders across Europe, launch cross-border mentorship program, create a collaborative platform for nurse-led research, establish partnership with progressive healthcare institutions. Here in Nurses in Charge, we're not afraid to share our knowledge, to embrace new ideas, and to support each other's growth. We are fully aware of how our nursing powers, and we are very proudly. So together, uniting upon one vision and intention, will break through bureaucratic barriers very rooted in Europe, not by fighting them, but by creating a movement so powerful that no one can ignore it. This is our invitation to be part of Europe Nursing Revolution. If you're ready to share, support, and grow in a community that celebrates collective success, join Nurses in Charge. And if you are in Europe, join Nurses in Charge Europe. Together, we are not just changing healthcare, we're redefining what's possible when nurses unite. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Dina. I really thank you for speaking on that too. Next, we have, we're going to be representing the Middle East, Ali. Unfortunately, the person is not going to be here today, so Casey will be speaking in his behalf, but I wanted to share his bio. Ali brings his expertise and commitment to elevating healthcare in this region. Ali works in developing sustainable system and fostering global collaboration in the integral to Nurses in Charge mission. So Casey, with further ado, please go ahead and represent him from the Middle East.
Thank you, Bina. I will do my best. Hello, everyone, and thank you for allowing Ali this opportunity to share his insights on how his role as a regional director correlates with the findings, the mission and vision of Nurses in Charge, especially for 2025. Now, Ali did some research and he saw 3 major challenges for his area. First of all, it was the limited resources for leadership development programs. Second was a diverse cultural and political landscapes, which complicates the uniform strategy and implementation. And third of all was low awareness among stakeholders of leadership's role in nursing outcomes. So some of the barriers that he mentioned is regional funding and partnerships. These are some ways to overcome the barriers that he saw. Advocating for regional funding and partnerships, support in designing culturally sensitive training materials, and guidance on leveraging Nurses in Charge global network for mentorship and collaboration. He went on he found a few partners that he is looking forward to working with in 2025 for the region. He wants to collaborate with the World Health Organization, Eastern Mediterranean Office for policy advocacy. He also wishes to partner with Nursing Now Challenge to engage young nurses. And he also wants to work with institutions like American University of Beirut for leadership curriculum development. Now, he was very specific because if most of you may not know, but Ali lives in a war-torn area, and the just life, day-to-day life is very, very dangerous where he is. So he's put a few examples because each of the different countries within his territory face a little bit of a different dynamics. but he put it overall as leadership training. But for example, Saudi Arabia, he says, a lack of effective management training, which impacts the team dynamics. Whereas Jordan has limited mentorship support for aspiring leaders. Egypt has a high turnover due to inadequate leadership training, and the conflict zones needs leadership attrition, severely affecting the outcomes. So the Gulf countries and the conflict zones, they both need leadership training, but the Gulf countries, they required advanced leadership training, whereas the conflict zones need foundational capacity building programs. Some of the amazing recommendations that Ali wants to implement in 2025 is hybrid learning, which combines virtual and in-person sessions. He would like to have a simulation-based training for practical skills for nurses in that region, and he would love to implement peer-led workshops for cross-regional collaborations. Ali also identified some of the resources that are going to be needed and some of the ways that he plans to conduct ongoing assessments. He identified some of the strongest ways for them to build the capacity in the region, in the Middle East, is to really have digital platforms for remote learning. And we'll talk about this in a little bit with some collaborations for nurses in charge. He also thought case studies and toolkits tailored for each region's challenges would be helpful in them building capacity. So these are some of the things he is looking to implement for 2025. Some of the things that he really would like nurses in charge. Right now, he is the only one in the region for nurses in charge. So as he grows his team, he wants to advocate for regional funding and technical assistance. He would like to facilitate connections with international leaders for co-development programs. And we know that through NIC, that is something we're working on. And then he would also like to promote digital solutions to address access barriers. So this is some of the ways that we can strengthen nursing leadership and transform healthcare across the Middle Eastern regions for nurses in charge. Thank you.
Thank you all to our regional directors. Isn't this team amazing? Woohoo! Thank you, nursing in charge. This is like life transformational. Here, I want to highlight that there is a current opportunity to have a position here in nurses in charge. So if you guys know anybody in the Australia Asian region that wants to be the director, if you know somebody that's passionate and really passionate about advancing nurse leadership and the region, consider applying. Or maybe consider even nominating somebody so the team is able to interview them. So without I think the team will drop that link in the chat. So if you know somebody, please reach out to them. Next, I have the biggest honor to introduce the keynote speaker, Pamela Spivey. She is a transformational leader and a force for positive change in healthcare. As a certified executive coach, her expertise in resiliency practices, Pam is on a mission to help people get over the wall and embrace their full potential. Her lived experiences as a nurse, a speaker, and a coach are sure to inspire us all. Welcome, Pamela.
Thank you so much, Bina. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen here. Might take me a moment.
while Pam is getting things situated, I wanted to let you guys see that Crystal did put the link in for Nurses in Charge. Please like and follow. There's the LinkedIn link, the Instagram link, their website, and please, please donate, guys. If we can get some of this money funded, people like Ali, people like the Amika, people like all these people that needs the fundings can help. So if you know anybody that needs like to donate, I will be sharing this along my social medias, and let's get what we need going to transform. Pam, are we able to see? This is what happens when we go live. It's all good.
I do know she was having some issues earlier. We could continue with the program and then ask her to, we could have
Like
her
go back
address
after?
a little bit later. Mhm.
Okay, so let's do that. This is what happens when we go live, ladies and gentlemen. We just kind of play it as it goes. So introducing Pam, we will come back to you as soon as we're able to get the technical glitches out. Next, I'm going to be introducing Anthony. He is the Chief Operating Officer of Nurses in Charge. Anthony's operational excellence ensures NIC's mission continues to thrive and make a global impact. He is the gentleman behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, and keeps everything working smoothly. So thank you, Anthony. Welcome aboard.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Thank you again so much for being at our 2025 Kickstarter for Nurses in Charge. As a brief introduction to myself, I am the reason why, as regional directors, we asked you to pause last year. And I know kicking and screaming, everyone reluctantly did abide by our request to go ahead and pause NIC operations within your region so that we could structure. And as I hear the comments from the regional directors, it seems like there really is a theme of excitement and excitement and a willingness to join the Year of the Pioneer Nurse for Nurses in Charge, with a focus on leadership, education, resources within your region. And so I'm happy to share some of those things with you today. I will briefly share my screen and highlight a couple of things because, like Dina mentioned in her session regarding Europe, nurses are not afraid to share knowledge. And so while some of these things will apply specifically for our regional directors and other leadership opportunities within NIC, it's nice for all of our members, whether you're live today or you're watching the recording at another time, to see how Nurses in Charge will be organizing and be following up and following through on some of these initiatives. So briefly, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And I just wanted to mention two initiatives that you no doubt have seen already. Sorry, I need to hide all these floating meeting controls and whatnot. So if you have a Nurses in Charge email address, you should have received an invitation to Odoo. Odoo is a platform that just allows us to visually see the organizational structure, as well as to see various roles, openings, and whatnot. And so within our Odoo account, we have our employee chart. This is similar structure to any other business, any other organization. We have our founder, Dr. Nyampu, who addressed us as far as not only what happened with NIC 2024, but her vision for Nurses in Charge moving forward as well. We have, most of us are probably most familiar with Casey as our CEO. She has worked closely with Amanda, our updated or new Chief Innovation Officer. We do have a position available within Nurses in Charge for our Chief Communications and Marketing Officer. so that things are streamlined and organized as we, again, give the regional directors resources to go about doing what they want to and what they expressed here in today's meeting. And no doubt our regional directors have already heard from Dr. Valicia Baldwin, who is our Director of Global Affairs. She will speak here in a moment as well. She hopes to provide leadership opportunities and to be a mediator between the regions, the regional directors, as well as Nurses in Charge Global. Angela Nelson, she is our new global Director of Global Communities. We are so excited to have her on board. She will be making sure that Nurses in Charge stays true to its mission, its vision to truly nurture, inspire, and connect nurses globally. So every program and every event, anything that's happening within the regions, within a community level, you will have Angela's support, Angela's resources, along with some of the roles and the people who will be assisting her. We're so happy as well to have Sharon Birch. She's our Chief Advising Officer. All of our leadership roles have access to Sharon, so they can run things through her as far as setting up NIC chapters or what it means for NIC to be global and to maneuver within a nonprofit. So we're so excited to have Sharon's leadership, her experience with NIC, as well as her team from a variety of backgrounds who will be assisting and advising Nurses in Charge as we proceed forward for 2025 and moving forward. And then this is myself here as the Chief Operations Officer. We have Crystal Simpson on board. She is not only our Chief Programs and Events Officer, she's really my right-hand man, so to speak, who has been spearheading various organizational aspects, again, that's needed for the success of Nurses in Charge, as well as a couple of other roles, such as our Chief Financial Officer, Human Resource. So there's still a lot of needs in ensuring that Nurses in Charge is structured and organized in a way that allows regional directors to be successful, to be autonomous, and to really spearhead and be a true pioneer within their region. The last thing that I just would like to briefly show you is something that's called FunnelZo. Again, your regional directors will have access to this platform. And really the purpose as of right now within FunnelZo is to allow us to keep up and to continue really building and nurturing our various regions, the people within those regions, as well as our collaborators, our donors, and whatnot. So if you have received an email about those two platforms, or you have a question about those two software programs, please reach out to your first contact, whether it be a regional director, or you can always email info@nursesincharge.org, and then we'll make sure that the right person gets that inquiry or that question. So on my end, that was just a super brief intro to our organizational structure. Really, I would like to continue by introducing some of our other operational members and their roles. So first, I would like to introduce you to, just closed it out, Crystal Simpson. Crystal is our Chief Programs and Events Officer. She has a number of years of success planning programs, including this Kickstarter 2025. And Crystal, please take it away.
Hi, yes. So I'm Crystal, everyone. For those on the presentation, the presenters, you would have seen or got a lot of emails from me planning this event. And that is what I do here at Nurses in Charge. I oversee the planning, execution, and optimization of the programs and events, and make sure that everything aligns with our mission to empower nurses and to create meaningful impact. And I also do love the watchwords of NIC: nurture, inspire, and connect. Now I tag this as our watchwords, all right? And what that does, it ensures that whatever that we do within NIC, we're able to nurture growth, inspire new opportunities and connect our internal operations with external innovation. So where I am more of the internal, I work hand in hand along with the Chief Innovative Officer to ensure that we bring balance on each other's focus areas so that we could deliver cohesive outcomes for NIC. So so Amanda would focus on, as I said, the external relationships and driving growth, and I would focus on the programs and events to ensure that they're structured, impactful, and they're executed smoothly. And my goal, or our goals, I should say, for 2025, we will be focusing on growth and expansion and being able to allow the regional directors to be autonomous as they execute their goals for 2025 within NIC. So what we have done so far is firstly created a calendar of events for the year. All right. And it is focusing on those same watchwords: nurture, inspire, and connect. And for each quarter, we have events that would be based on each of these watchwords. So for example, nurture, this is for quarter one. And we started off with our Kickstarter, and then in February, we'd have a workshop, and in March, we would have the community, we would have a community activity where each regional would be able to spearhead that within their region. All right. And we obviously won't be leaving you to do this on your own. You do have the support of us, right? Where we have created templates, guidelines, so that you will be able to share that with anybody who comes underneath you, or to be able to fulfill those roles as well. All right. So yes. And also those templates would also be shared within this month. You would have access to it, the regionals, each of you would have access to it, and you'll be able to share that with your chapters and whoever that you would be working in tandem with. Yes.
Thank you so much, Crystal. So just as a quick follow-up then, what if a regional director isn't sure who to contact, whether it be yourself or Amanda or Dr. V? Where would you say their first kind of starting point would be?
Well, they can go to Odoo, right? Or if they do, they can reach out to us via email. All right. I know for Amanda and myself, we are open to persons to contact us because there would be need for assistance with planning their own events, etc. So we are, but I know for me and Amanda, we are open to that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure you'll just go ahead and put your email in the chat, and
Definitely.
And then we'll go from there. Awesome. Thank you so much, Crystal, for sharing that. We do have Amanda, who was being alluded to by Crystal earlier. Amanda, she's our Chief Innovation Officer. She's been instrumental in truly transforming NIC's platforms and developing and maintaining our brand identity. She's spearheaded upgrades to NIC's digital presence. She's rebranded its visual identity, developed professional templates, documents, to really be polished, but to also allow the freedom for each regional director. Amanda isn't able to join us today, but I do want to highlight her role within NIC because although she's not a nurse herself, she's passionate about empowering nurses and advancing NIC's mission to nurture, inspire, and connect our healthcare professionals. So we thank you, Amanda, for being a part of Nurses in Charge, and we're happy to work with you moving forward. We also have Angela Nelson. She is our Director of Global Communities. Angela is a certified life coach, a hypnotherapist. She's our director. And with a deep passion for fostering connection and inclusivity, she empowers nurses worldwide to thrive through holistic wellness and mindset strategies. In her role, Angela builds vibrant, supportive communities across NIC's global network, ensuring every member feels seen, heard, and valued. Her work focuses on elevating engagement, nurturing leadership, and creating environments that inspire growth and collaboration. Angela's personal journey, overcoming an autoimmune condition through natural healing, has fueled her commitment to helping others unlock their full potential. By combining her wellness expertise and her leadership in community building, Angela is advancing NIC's mission and empowering the next generation of nursing leaders. And so, because Angela is not able to join us today, we do have her recording here, which I will share now.
Hello, everybody. Angela Nelson here, your Director of Global Communities with Nurses in Charge. And thank you so much for joining us on our very first event for 2025, the NIC Kickstarter event. As we embark on 2025, Nurses in Charge is dedicated to empowering nurses worldwide through our comprehensive programs and initiatives. Our focus is on fostering professional development, promoting holistic wellness, and advancing evidence-based practices. We offer hybrid training programs that combine online and in-person learning experiences, integrating the latest industry insights and technologies. These programs are designed to equip nurses at all career stages with valuable skills and a network of professionals dedicated to advancing their careers. Recognizing the challenges that nurses face, our holistic wellness programs focus on preventing burnout and promoting mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Through workshops, resources, and support networks, we empower nurses to maintain a healthy work-life balance. NIC is committed to driving excellence in nursing by fostering a culture of research. We support nurses in conducting and applying research to enhance patient care, improve outcomes, and elevate nursing practice standards. Our symposiums facilitate knowledge exchange among nurses, fostering continuous learning and collaboration. Additionally, our mentoring programs bridge the gap between novice and expert nurses, providing guidance and support for professional growth. In 2025, we aim to strengthen our global community by empowering regional teams and ambassadors. By providing leadership training, resources, and support, we enable regional leaders to address local needs effectively. This localized approach ensures that our initiatives are culturally relevant and impactful. Now, how can you engage and support? Well, you can join us. Go to nursesinCharge.org and simply join as a member. You'll see the link conveniently placed at the top right. You can also join our programs and participate in our training sessions, wellness workshops, and symposiums to enhance your skills and well-being. You can become a mentor or a mentee. Engage in our mentoring programs to share knowledge and foster professional development. You can also volunteer. Contribute your expertise by leading workshops, supporting events, or assisting with research initiatives. You can also support our mission. Your donations help us continue offering valuable programs and resources to nurses globally. Together, we can create a global community of empowered nurses leading positive change in healthcare. Join us in 2025 and make a meaningful impact in the nursing profession. Thank you so much. And here's to an awesome 2025 with Nurses in Charge.
Thank you so much, Angela. And as technology shows, there's a reason why we always try to have these backups in place. So we thank Angela, of course, for having that prepared for us. The last speaker for this section here is someone that is super crucial to the continuation of Nurses in Charge globally. This is Dr. Belicia Baldwin. She is our Director of Global Affairs. Dr. Baldwin is a seasoned healthcare leader with over 35 years of nursing experience. She is the recipient of the 2024 Healthcare 2.0 Leadership Award. As the CEO of Nurses Take the Lead, She empowers organizations with her innovative P3 framework, prioritizing people before profit to help drive sustainable success. Dr. Baldwin has traveled over 50,000 miles as an interim nurse leader, collaborating with diverse teams to address workforce challenges, boost morale, and improve clinical outcomes. In her role here as Director of Global Affairs for Nurses in Charge, Dr. Baldwin provides leadership guidance to regional directors worldwide. She also serves as an academic advisory board member at the University of Somalia, advancing education and leadership development. Known for her expertise in cultivating civility, building trust, and promoting equality, Dr. Baldwin's leadership style, infused with emotional intelligence, ensures that healthcare professionals feel seen, heard, and valued. So, Dr. Baldwin, you have our undivided attention.
Okay, thank you so much, Anthony. My gosh, I was listening to you and I thought, well, who is that person? I'm just honored really to be part of Nurses in Charge and serving as Director of Global Affairs. As we celebrate the theme of the pioneer nurse, as Bina said in the beginning, resilience comes to mind. And I'm reminded of the extraordinary resilience, innovation, and leadership that nurses have demonstrated across the globe, really shaping the very foundation of healthcare. A pioneer is someone who explores uncharted territory. And with Nurses in Charge, that's what we're looking to do. We are in uncharted territory, laying the foundation for something great now and in the future. Pioneer nurses are unstoppable individuals who create pathways where none exists, inspiring others, and we are wanting to create energy for others to want to follow as well. And of course, this idea resonates very deeply with the mission of Nurses in Charge, where Dr. Nyampu mentioned we have a footprint in 19 nations already. It's important that we empower nurses to lead. We need to have a mindset towards innovation and thinking outside of the box and transform healthcare in many ways. And sometimes, like in the Middle East, where there is war and turmoil throughout the world, we are doing great deeds against a lot of odds. And so we do have to really pat ourselves on the back for accepting this challenge. I'm especially excited as the Director of Global Affairs. I've been privileged to witness and support this pioneering spirit firsthand. You've heard about the phenomenal regional directors, their background, their expertise, their connection, their ability to collaborate. And all of this is really forming the foundation for us to have a phenomenal 2025. The team at Nurses in Charge, as Anthony has said, they made a decision to put a hold on moving forward until the infrastructure was in place. And behind the scenes, there's been phenomenal work done in 2024 to really set us all up for success in 2025. I see nurses, they're stepping up, they're forging connections, they're redefining what leadership looks like in healthcare. And my role primarily is to help connect the dots, to help bridge regions, cultures, and experiences to ensure that our shared vision is not only understood, but it's actually lived out in every chapter. And because of the diversity and the cultural differences, it may look differently for each of the regions, but we have a foundation of wanting to move as a team in the same direction. And I loved what Dina said, that we're not afraid to share our knowledge. So I work closely with the regional directors to align strategies, to provide resources, and ensure that the voices of nurses are heard and amplified really on a global scale. My mission is to support and empower each regional direction in their pioneering spirit and their respective regions, ensuring that they have the tools and the guidance needed to thrive. With these tools, again, behind the scenes, there's been phenomenal work done with the team. There are tools in each of the regional directors' drive, in the Google Drive folder. There are templates, there's branding kits, there's media kits, there's all sorts of resources really to empower the regional directors to go beyond in 2024. And these documents are primarily designed to streamline operations. We want to ensure a sense of consistency across the globe. We want to give our leaders a strong foundation for success. I've had the privilege of working directly with Ndasi and our regional directors on some exciting initiatives that exemplify this pioneering spirit. In Cameroon, we recently signed a partnership with Global Education Evaluation Services. And this is an organization that helps with nurse credentialing for nurses that perhaps are interested in working outside of their region and traveling to help support their family and community. And so this is a testament to how collaboration can really scale impact, not only in Cameroon, but we have the potential to expand this throughout. I've also submitted requests to the Daisy Award Foundation, and we had a phenomenal meeting this week as well to extend services. It's already established in Cameroon, but we are looking to extend to our other regional directors, and we are very excited about that. And the Daisy Award Foundation is over the top, really happy about supporting NIC, number one, but two, having a greater footprint and awareness in these regions, and having our regional directors lead those initiatives. So I'm quite excited about that. And then on a personal note, I'm also working on a Caribbean scholarship opportunity in collaboration with Nassau Community College, which is my alma mater. And this is where my godmother served as a nursing instructor for many years. And so it's over 30 years since I have graduated with my associate from there. And so nurses in charge, it reminds me that this is really a full circle moment for me. And to serve, I am really, really honored. And I'm hoping that this scholarship opportunity will really help to bring more education, more leadership training to the recipients in the Caribbean region. I also want to commend, as Dr. Naim, who mentioned in Liberia, I believe there's 7 new chapters that have just been established in that region. And that certainly mirrors what we are speaking about when we talk about the pioneer nurse. And I think that's pretty phenomenal. So not only in Liberia, but across all of our regions where we have a footprint, I want to really commend everyone for the incredible strides that we are making there. We're forming chapters. We are clearly embracing the pioneering spirit. And by doing that, we are laying a strong foundation for a brighter future in global healthcare. I encourage you to continue to push boundaries, forge meaningful partnerships, and inspire innovation in your regions. Thank you again for just allowing me to share this journey with you together as pioneers in nursing and midwifery. We have the power to really shape the future of healthcare globally. I am here to support any of you, to champion your efforts, and to certainly work alongside you as we create a lasting impact. We're in this together, and I am just proud and pleased to support in any way that I can. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. V, for highlighting your vision for 2025 and your intention for the regional directors. As a point of clarity, I know that the regional directors have your contact information. Say a member in Africa or a member in Europe or a member in the Americas has a question about our programs and initiatives, or a question about something. Who would be their first contact? Should they contact you directly?
They certainly can contact me directly, depending on the region. If they have a chair, they can reach out to the local chair person in that region. If the chair is not, that position is vacant at this time, then they can certainly reach out directly to the regional director for some assistance and guidance. But either way, if they reach out to me, I can certainly help them and help them to understand the flow of information and how they can better get responses and information. But again, I think Dina did a phenomenal job of just explaining that here at Nurses in Charge, it really is just the opportunity for us to serve. And so we're going to serve no matter which direction the information flows. And I'm glad to help with that as well. So thank you, Anthony.
Awesome. Thank you so much again, Dr. Baldwin, for that. And like Dr. Baldwin alluded to, and Crystal as well, you as a regional director have many resources available to you. Dr. Baldwin, myself, and Angela Nelson have intentions to meet with our regional directors to really make sure that you have access to all of those things. So as you're looking through your emails or you're getting questions, if you don't have something right now, please let us know. You can email info@Nurses in Charge or Anthony at Nurses in Charge, and we'll make sure you have all the resources that you need. So thank you so much for your time. Bina, we turn it back over to you now.
Thank you guys so much. Pam is back. Technical difficulties has been forecasted, and now she is back. So Pamela, when you are ready, please come on board. And I want to welcome again the keynote speaker of the day, Pam.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone's patience. You set everything up, you do a tech control, and then guess what? You forget to plug in your computer. That's what happened. The battery literally went out as I pushed shared screen. So my apologies. However, I am very hopeful and I am ready to present my presentation. What I'd love if I could get Crystal's assistance, if she would run the slides. You may notice that my background's a little different. I kind of closed everything down and started up again. That's just what you do, right? So when Crystal brings those slides up, we'll start. While she's doing that, I just want to thank Casey for inviting me here to this wonderful group. I have had so much fun with her, meeting her last year. Her smile is infectious, and it has just been a light in my life. So thank you, Casey, for having me present today. So what I'd like to talk to you today is a strategy for now and the future of the Pioneer Nurse, the future of NIC in Charge. NIC in Charge. Hope sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. Next slide, please. Hope is personal for me. Back in 2007, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I found that hope was essential in how I moved forward step by step to a day today when I'm thriving and can joke about technology coming unplugged, if you will. So what is hope? The Merriam Dictionary tells us that hope is something to happen or be true, to desire with expectation of attainment or fulfillment, and to expect with confidence. As nursing professionals, we often say that with our competence comes confidence. So that ties into our strategy. How is this connected? Strategy is a careful plan or method for achieving a particular goal, usually over a long period of time. Hope embodies that emotional component beyond expectation that's important for the human experience. It's a precious commodity that sometimes we can't define, but it's very important to keep alive because it often gives a person a glimpse into the future. And it is supported by things that you've heard already today: fortitude, courage, ingenuity. So I offer it to you that hope is synonymous with a positive will to live and affects positive outcomes, whatever they might be. So the choice is ours to make right here today. You know, sometimes hope doesn't really give us a lot of certainty, but it suggests that confidence and assurance in the possibility that what one desires or looks for can occur. So what is it about this hope and strategy connection and what makes it so powerful? Hope moves us. Hope stirs in us and calls us to action. You've heard so many of your colleagues today already share what they have been doing behind the scenes and how they have been moving forward in all the different regions around the globe. So hope moves us. It gives us that sense of purpose, hope for a better tomorrow, hope for a cure for cancer, hope for our communities, nation, and global. So let's look at hope through a different lens. And I want to invite you to look at hope as heart, optimism, power, and excellence. It's when we get really excited and how we can visualize what success looks like. We can kind of feel it in our bones, and we can fully understand the path and actions to get there. It's when we actually do say, and I've heard it so many times already today, we can do this. It's that moment that, yes, can accelerate you into the future. So I encourage you to take that simple word can, put I in front of it. I can, I will, and I did. You know, Abraham Lincoln once said that hope is more than a sunny view that everything will turn out right. It's believing you have the will and the way to accomplish your goals. So let's look at heart first. Heart. Yes, for caring for the families, the patients, the communities that we serve. But not only that, but also for ourselves. So let's think about that as we look at hope as the strategy for the future. You've heard several times today the word purpose, how meaningful each and every aspect of this group and what they do is. And, you know, as a former burned out nurse, I don't know if there's any more in there on the World Wide Web as we look today virtually, but I want to share this with you. Every day, focus on your purpose. Remember why you do what you do. We don't get burned out by what we do. We get burned out by forgetting why we do it. So let's think about that meaning and that purpose, because building that sense of purpose and using that purpose to contribute to our communities and our profession helps us find meaning in life. And meaning is more than what we just do, right? It includes the ideas and beliefs that you hold about yourself and life in general, and how well you feel you live these beliefs with authenticity. That is what we're doing here. So I share this picture of me just to remind myself of a time when I spoke with leaders about their why. You know, as Simon Sinek once said, if you can articulate your why in one sentence, it's the one that's going to connect you to the meaningful purpose in your life. My why is to help leaders over the wall and towards their possibilities. Because when I was in my time of nursing and burnout time, someone reached their hand over the wall and helped me back towards my possibilities. And that is what we all want to do for our profession today. So I always connect hope and joy. And we do so many wonderful things in our work every day. And it connects us with our purpose. So while I read these questions aloud to you, I want you just to think about for just a moment about the joy of work that you bring. So what drew me to this work as a nurse? What is my purpose in serving in this way? And how can I renew this sense of purpose every day? Because when we answer those questions of ourselves every day, we amplify that meaningful work that we do as nurses and as human beings across the globe. So we move from heart to optimism. And yes, I am an optimist, but I'm also a realist. Optimism can move us forward. So let me share a couple of things with you. Optimism has many benefits for physical health, including improved immune function, lower levels of stress hormones, reduced inflammatory response to stress, lower blood pressure, and I could go on and on. Better sleep, optimism. It's there to move us forward. A colleague at University of North Carolina here in Chapel Hill, Barbara Fredrickson, says that a positive emotion can change our mindset by broadening the possibilities that an individual has and building on their personal resources for resilience. This is how we move ourselves forward with hope, heart, optimism. So you can go ahead and move to the next slide. Thank you so much. I want to share a couple of things I call the power of three. Some of them you may know, some of you may have heard, but others you may have not. So I wanted to share this with you for a moment. Dr. Patty Bondurant shared this little piece of information with me and many others in our profession. She's a great leader and a mentor, and she told us that people want three things: someone to believe in, something to believe in, and someone to believe in them. And all I can say is what I say when I have no other words. Wow. People want three things. Let's do that every day as we move in our hopeful nature and our positive mindset to reach all the goals that we want to achieve. Oh, yes. What are your three things? Fantastic. Another thing and the power of three is to set your intentions every day. This is a beautiful picture from my happy place, the Outer Banks here in North Carolina in the USA. Today, I will focus on presenting information that I hope that you will find inspiring and helpful. Today, I am grateful for this community that met today to share all the wonderful things that they are doing and that they're planning on doing in the future. And today I will let go of the technical difficulty that was exhibited. So we'll move on from there. And then finally, 3 good things. My colleague here at the Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, talks about 3 good things. Dr. Brian Sexton's work with 3 good things and gratitude and helpful sleep has helped so many people around the globe. So I invite you to write down, yes, write them down, get them out on paper, 3 good things that happen to you at the end of your day. Focus on those at the end of your day and write down the impact that it made for you, for others, and for all that you serve in this nursing profession. This time of gratitude and optimism brings you to a place where you can rest, because we all need our rest. We work hard because that's what we do. Now I want to move on to power, because power is that energy that drives us and sustains us. I put 2 little Post-it notes here. I don't know about some of you on here that you might do this. I have Post-its everywhere. And I just put 2 here to show you an example of different things to say around power and energy to keep you and sustain you. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. I am enough, capable, and strong. And you've also heard today, if you need assistance, if you need help, if you want to become that mentor, that regional director, there are resources for you here today, and we'll continue to share them as we go along. So let's look at power when we're looking at our energy level. So how is your energy level? My battery's now at half power, so I'm doing pretty good here. I think I'm on a roll, so we'll keep going. But knowing that your energy level is affected by the work that you do, the communities that you serve, the life that is happening. And every day there is something different and new for us to conquer. So what do you do when you need to recharge? When you need to plug yourself back in? Believe me or not, I did not have that in my notes until the plug-in issue happened. So what can we do to increase our energy as we're serving others? By joining forces with a group of people who share your desire for change. That increases your hope and increases the likelihood of change. Collective change, according to Chan Hellman, who's a professor and founder of the Hope Research Center at the University of Oklahoma, says it involves combining energies to cast a shared vision of the future while identifying strategies to get you there. He states, when we find others who share our story and experience, we collectively form a powerful voice and energy that enables us to do just about anything we set our mind to. Oops. So that brings us to the connection of this group. All the collective voices that are here with us today, thankful for technology, but also intimidated by it, but always hopeful that if I push a button, something's going to happen. It's that hope, it's that collective hope that binds us gathered here today, sharing the mission and vision in Nurses in Charge, empowering, connecting, and celebrating nurses around the globe. That's what got me. Celebrating one another and helping one another along the way. Relationships are a vital component to our overall well-being. So positive, useful, inspiring, insightful connections lead us to positive emotions, enabling us to be heard, felt, and supported. Again, a power of 3. Playing an active role within these relationships by offering support, listening, and helping in return will lead us all to the greatest positive outcomes we can imagine. That leads me to the E of hope, excellence. Excellence is another word might be achievement, right? Achievement is not just a strong sense of success or winning. It also refers to how much we challenge ourselves in positive and progressive ways that enable us to further develop our strengths, our skills, our profession, both practically and emotionally. So let's celebrate the wins. When we achieve something, we often take it for granted because our minds go to the next thing. I encourage you to pat yourself on the back. Yay, I got back on. This is great, Pam. You're doing a good job. Even though my stomach is in turmoil. So excellence, it drives us, it moves us, and it's a moment where we can take our achievement, honor it, and move forward with that mindful gratitude, because that's what's going to make a difference. So I encourage you all to run the experiment. Crystal, if you'll go ahead and turn to the next slide. I love looking through the eyes of a child because they're so innocent. They don't have all the preconceived notions as adults do. So I encourage you, let's run the experiment. The science of hope. Yes, there's a science of hope. Dr. Rick Snyder is said to be one of the founding scientists in the science of hope. And he talks about the perceived capability to derive pathways, and I've heard that word, pathways and paths today, to derive pathways to desired goals and motivate oneself via agency thinking to use those pathways. Hope is action-oriented. Let's run the experiment. It can be learned. And I'll share with you that Dr. Jennifer Jevons from the Ohio State University says, you identify where you are currently, and then you generate multiple ways to get there. When you reap the benefits of hope, you reframe your thoughts, you form new habits, and you can see that possibility of the future and equipping others to do just the same, as we've heard from many of our regional directors and members of the executive teams here. So I invite you to belong, because belonging is good for our well-being. It's important for our individual physical, emotional, mental health. And it's critical to the health of all the communities and for the health of our profession. A growing body of research suggests that if we want to cultivate positive change in ourselves and in others, in our communities, in our society, restoring hope is a vital first step. Hope can occur in isolation, but when it gets into a collective group like this, it grows and exponentially. One benefit of being in a community when you're trying to maintain hope is when people are gathered together. Even when we fall, we get back up because there's someone there to reach a hand and help us along. So I invite you to think about all the possibilities that hope offers with our strategic plans going forward, with heart, optimism, power, and excellence. There can be no stopping this group because the possibilities are endless. I want to just thank you all for supporting me during the technical difficulty, for inviting me here, and I'll turn it over to Bina. Thank you so much.
What a powerful presentation. Thank you for that. That was really rejuvenating. And, you know, technical glitches occur, and you did it with stride.
Thank you.
And it happens when we forget to, it's a good analogy when we use our energy check and how your whole analogy of like making sure you are at that forefront. And then here you are with the technical issue because your power didn't work. So it's a good way to remind each other that, you know, we do need the hope, we need the strategy, we need that excellence, but also reminding ourselves that we need a gift from that overflow state. And so that's a really good reminder for us to also keep our energy up as well. So thank you for that. Welcome back. So now it's time for our regional breakout rooms. And in these sessions, you will have the opportunity to connect directly with the nurses, the leaders from your region, Africa, America, the Caribbean, Europe, and the Middle East, which I am just stating that Casey will be running. And this is your chance to truly engage with the regional directors and the NIC leaders. Share your unique perspectives and explore ways to strengthen communities and connections within our community. So I will let you guys choose what breakout rooms you guys want to be at, and I believe Crystal is setting that up now.
You're supposed to be able to see the rooms and enter the rooms. Let me know if that is happening.
Maybe if you have to unspotlight me.
Possibly.
I can see the rooms.
The rooms are open. I'm seeing some persons already moved the rooms. So maybe if you check on your participants or see if you see the list, yeah, you should be able to see the rooms there so that you can join.
If I want to doesn't come out with yeah. Dele colocou back home, Leslie, you said you offer ukizara lavando
I came back to my husband told me that you guys needed to come out yet. So on the bottom of the screen.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. Hi, Valerie. Where are you from?
I'm from Liberia, Monrovia.
Okay, I'm gonna put you into a room and you would click join, okay?
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why am I not seeing? All right, here we go.
Hello?
Okay, perfect.
I think our breakout room just moved back over here.
I think the whole thing moved.
Yeah. I think the rest of them are coming. We'll close in about 60 seconds.
Okay, there's everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. As we are slowly bringing everyone back into the main room, I hope you enjoyed some of those rich conversations in your regional breakout rooms. Now, I'd kind of like to open it up to what is your biggest insight, whether you want to drop it in the chat, and maybe we can have one or two people from each breakout room kind of see what they discussed in those rooms so we all can hear your voices and your insights, because that's what drives our vision today. So I guess I'll just start out. Okay, in the America breakout room, what was your guys's big takeaway from that? And I'll just go from region to region.
I'm happy to speak on that, Bina. Just the natural connection, the organic connection, and the ability to just have conversation, and it opened up to more opportunities for collaboration and widening our reach. And that truly was the opportunity just to get to know a few new faces within the Americas, and that there's so much more opportunity for us.
Yeah. And how about in the breakout room for Africa?
So let me just say something for Africa, even though I was expecting the regional coordinator for Africa or president for Cameroon. But at least I am happy we discuss about the achievements in for NIC. Like Liberia is part of Africa, and then Cameroon so far. And then also we discuss on having maybe some meetings to see how we can run NIC or do other things before we involve the leaders of NIC. Thank you.
Thank you. And does somebody want to share their biggest insight from the Caribbean?
So we just want to echo how excited we are in the Caribbean. We talk about, I talked with Crystal about, growing each island and ensuring that we will have the right strategic leadership on the island, and just looking forward to the future of what NIC will be doing in the Caribbean. So just kind of echo the presentation on that we will be seeking strategic leaders, boots on the ground, to continue the great work that we're doing.
Amazing. And how about from Europe?
There we go. So we have this conversation about language barriers and these different layers of bureaucracy and policy that we really need to tackle, because we may have base evidence knowledge, but we cannot use them because beside the lawyer, the scope of practice, and so the guidance that is settled in certain country, we also have layer of policy in the trust, hospitals, so we really cannot do that much. Innovation doesn't really run as fast as it should be as an innovation because of the layers of bureaucracy. And having language barriers is we cannot really communicate each other within Europe. So yeah, we were talking about this. And plus, yes, European mentality is very old. So if you are not an old institution, people don't listen to you. This is why we must go for selected people who want to change the status quo, and so they want to join us and do something about it. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, that actually almost concludes our event today, guys. Thank you guys all for coming, and really appreciate and hearing every single one of your guys' stories. And I am going to be passing it back to the CEO for her closing remarks. And I just want to say, Felt from me, thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity. And take it away, Casey.
Great job, Dina. You are amazing co-host. We enjoyed your energy. We enjoyed your input and even some of the collaborations that you're going to bring coming down. Thank you so much. You did an excellent, excellent job. As we wrap up today, I just have a few exciting announcements. So we had Pam Spivey talk about hope, and nurses have, they have been through it. And a lot of nurses here, some of you have lost lost a loved one and you're still here. Some of you are personally struggling with just crazy economic situations, but you're still here. You have so much that you're dealing with, but you're still here. And we appreciate that. We don't take it for granted. As a nonprofit organization, we are leveraging our collaborations, and we're finding collaborations to help you practically meet the needs of the barriers that you face. So I am so pleased to announce to you today, 2024, we have secured 3 new partners, and these partners are going to be so impactful for you as you grow your regions. The first partnership is with the Daisy Foundation. The Daisy Foundation is a foundation here in the United States that celebrates extraordinary nurses around the globe. With this collaboration with the Daisy Foundation, we hope to leverage bringing celebration, but also membership to our Nurses in Charge community into new territories. Our next partner is Outright Immigration, and that is run by Miss Wynette Rosier. This is a very, very amazing collaboration for those who do not speak the English language or who are interested in migrating, she has opened up her immigration nonprofit for assistance for those who may be interested or need some assistance professionally immigrating to different countries. She serves mostly the United States, but I am proud to let you guys know that this outright immigration also comes with classes that's going to be opened up for nurses in charge members only. And it offers English as a second language classes for any nurse that wants, for free of charge, as long as you're part of the nurses in charge community. There is actually education that's going to be ongoing for those who English is not their mother tongue. And then last but by no means least, we have Dr. Christine Clark here. She is representing Calandra Education in New Zealand, and we have signed the partnership with Calandra. This brings so many opportunities for our members and for the countries they represent. This partnership with Calandra allows nurses to be educated in a hybrid model, or some nurses, they may need to go to a different country for this education. Through Calandra, you can get all your immigration stuff. They help you with job placement. They help you with actually, if you want to move to New Zealand, they help you with that. Just absolutely phenomenal. Dr. Christine is so generous that she has offered today 10 scholarships for education, and these are going to be strategically given to the regional directors to help grow their territories. So these are 10 scholarships that's going to be giving out for education. If you are interested, if you say, oh, I really love what they're doing, I want to be part of it, there's also an opportunity for financial remuneration as you help spread the word and opportunities. There's ways that you can actually earn some income through our partnership with Calandra. So excellent, excellent. We'll be hearing more from Dr. Christine, and she will be really spearheading some co-branding classes. So for instance, for leadership training and any other courses or classes that we will need, Dr. Christine will be working together with Nurses in Charge to bring this to education to your region, all the way from New Zealand. So this is absolutely amazing. I want to also give a warm thank you for the sponsors of this event. Please forgive me if I miss you, but I want to thank New Directions for Nurses, Liberated Nurse Entrepreneurs, Rural Nurse Wellness Foundation, FlowMed Staffing, Discover You Coaching, Achieve Wellness Together, the Corporate Nurse Coach Academy, KTAL Services, Nurses Move, Pioneer Nurse, Preservers of Life, Rosier LLC, the Daisy Foundation. I want to thank you so very much for sponsoring this event. This really could not have happened without your time, resources, and energy. Thank you. We are so grateful. Thank you all for attending today. I would love to be in association with you, but I am so grateful that you showed up. And I know we will have to release you now so you can go back to your day-to-day functions. Some of you, it's very late or very early, but thank you for making the time to come here. If you are interested in a leadership position within Nurses in Charge, please reach out to us. If you do have someone to nominate, please reach out to us. 2025 is going to be an amazing year. It's the year of the Pioneer Nurse, and we thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Have a wonderful rest of the day and amazing year ahead.
Everyone, have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thanks for
everyone.
coming.
Bye, everyone.
Nice seeing you all.
Bye,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye, bye. Thank you. It was wonderful being here.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome job, Bina.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
It was a
job,
blessing.
team.
It was a great one.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so, so much.
You
Thank
guys
you.
are a beautiful, beautiful community. Just want to let you guys know
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Thank you, Crystal.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.